Yes.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Wow. It's been just...
It's Sunday night.
It's been just a little bit. But it is Sunday night, and I'm shaking a little bit because it's a
different kind of Sunday.
It's been just a little bit since we've been live, and
yeah.
we owe you guys some talking to, and we owe everybody kind of an explanation. And it's been I told Kristen, well, I didn't tell her, I told myself I wasn't going to cry today, but I may. And that's okay, right?
There's a lot more people watching than I expected. Well, I think that we want to do a couple things today. So let's start by that. First, we want to talk to you about what has happened in the last week.
Can I tell you what's so important to me is this right here? You guys.
Thank you.
It's you guys. Yeah, it's all you guys.
So we're going to talk a little bit about what has gone on in the last week and some decisions that we've had to make. And we want to talk to you guys about our future and what that means. And we want to talk to you guys about D23.
And I want to say hello to everybody. And I want to say I'm sorry that we were gone.
Yeah.
I missed you guys more than you probably know, and I know Kristen did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that first we're just going to talk about what happened. So last week, yes, we did the Halloween Horror Night stream. And after that stream, we came to a situation where we've just greatly underestimated our abilities. And I should say overestimated our abilities. And we came to a situation where we had overextended ourselves to a point where we had to make a rash decision to say we have to take a break. And I will tell you, I can't express how hard of a decision that was to be able to write what we wrote to the former company that we worked for and telling them that we unfortunately needed a break.
And I know from my standpoint, I have this just amazingly beautiful family and beautiful wife who takes care of everybody, and an amazing little girl who's brand new and she's so pretty, and I never get to see her. I don't get to see her.
Yeah.
And I get to see her in the parks, and I'm at work all day, and I come home and we go to the parks, but you know what? Yesterday we went to the Magic Kingdom and I got to hold her while we rode Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And it was so great. And so from my standpoint, it was just so much happening. And trying to, with work, we had a lot going on with the launch. The launch.
Adam
and
was
everything
working
else.
Through the night, guys. He was working 24/7, and yeah. So we had to make a serious decision, and we contacted the channel that we used to work for, and we let them know that we needed a break. But with that, they have a business to run.
And with that, they have a lot of obligations that they need to keep moving forward. And we get that, and we understand. And I will tell you that they have been a great place to be. And it's a great family, and a great place. And I have nothing negative to say about it, but they have to keep moving forward. And unfortunately, I don't think we are going to be going forward as part of that. We're gonna not be with that anymore. But big but.
There are very good things happening.
Sorry, as I was.
So hopefully in the chat you can light it up with some hearts, some love. There are good things happening that include all of you, that include us. And so there's a couple things that remain.
Can we just say hi to everybody? There's so many people.
There's so many people.
So many of you out there.
So before I give you the big heart and
our Wish Upon a Run family is here too.
Our Wish Upon a Run family
and
who's been with us
for Wish Upon a Run
today.
Big
news for Wish Upon a Runners today happened. And so there's so many people that have been...
Donna Gibson wants a shout out. Thanks for being here, Donna.
And we have more than definitely want to say hello to everybody. You guys are unbelievable. We believe in you as much as you believe in us. And I think what was hard is we have to take this break to kind of, as they call it in the professional world, straighten out our work-life balance.
100%. No, and she's 100% right.
So while...
We went over.
This is what I tell Adam. A chapter may be closed, but the book is not over.
Yeah.
And so with that said, there are a couple things we do know. And so, hi everybody.
Paul is here, Paul Hackbarth. Nicole McGowan, hello.
I know.
Jennifer and Ryan and Angie.
Gosh, you
and
guys,
hi guys.
like
Ashley, I can't.
Wow. Like,
can I tell you? So when we decided that we needed a bit of a break, and I think ultimately we're not sure when our break's going to be over yet, but we definitely need to get our balance right. But when we said that this was something we really needed, and we made a post about it, and I started looking through the hundreds of names. And I recognized all of them.
Right.
Like I recognized all of them, and I also recognized special like kind of bonds that we had through the park. And I can't mention everybody, but like Andrew and our love for snacks.
Yeah.
And Nancy and our love for Rice Krispie bars. And everybody. Like, everybody else.
So
everybody.
You guys are our virtual family, our virtual community, and we do know this. We love Disney.
And we're in the park still every day.
We love going to the parks, and that will not go away.
No.
So one, if you see us in the park,
please say
hi.
Come up to us.
We will get into this in a bit, but we even had some very wonderful people say hello to us in the parks. We had to just take some time this week. And at Disney Plus Day, I had some very, very wonderful fans. And we've seen people throughout this week who've just said some amazing things. And we've read every one of your comments, and we hear you. And it has been an emotional week. But like I said, good news is here. You can still see us in the parks. We will still be there. 2,
we're going to be there a lot,
this Facebook page is going to remain and is going to get bigger. We want to put out, while we are going to hold tight on the live streaming, we're going to take at least the month of September. So in the month of September, we're going to just kind of take a moment, really think about what we can do, but we love creating content. We love bringing content to you guys.
And more than that, I love sharing our experiences. Yeah. And just from hearing the feedback from each and every one of you, I love you guys being a part of what we do. Yeah. And that's what's really so important to me.
There's a couple of things coming up that I can't do without you guys. I will give you a teaser. 1, I can't not share Harper's birthday with you. So
you might hear a little...
she's playing right here down next to us. We'll show her in a minute.
She's playing very, very nicely, and she's listening to her puddle guppies, right?
Yeah, bubble guppies.
I'm sorry, bubble guppies. I'm learning here. I'm like, puddle guppies, right? She's like, no, bubble guppies.
I'm just going to answer this really quick. Universal, the signal went out. There's nothing more to be said about that. The Universal stream, the signal.
Rough. It was rough. There were so many people there.
So don't worry. Nobody got hurt.
No. It was just the signal stopped and went out. There was just no signal there. It was just a really it was a really rough live stream because of signal, and then we kind of after we left we just kind of talked about it, and it was
we regret that we did not make a good decision to come back. But let's move forward from that. Okay?
Yeah.
So we will do a Harper's birthday with you guys. We did not post this before, but the tickets are purchased. The tickets are there.
What tickets?
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yes.
We purchased them ourselves in full for October the 30th.
The day before Halloween.
That is a huge day, and we want to celebrate Halloween with you. So those 2 dates are on the calendar. We're going to hang out with you guys. We want to have adventures with you on those dates. But for the time being, we are going to make sure that we have content on the Facebook page and also on Wish Upon a Run. We've got so many people watching on Wish Upon a Run. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'm going to remind everybody, please, in the future going forward, you're going to have to see us here. So
yes.
Please, if you wouldn't mind hitting that follow button, that's where you're going to see us from now on, because this is the only outlet we have. So here and on YouTube, which is our Wish Upon a Run on YouTube, please follow that, because that's where you're going to see us from now on, right?
Yeah. So we Wish Upon a Run. On that channel, it's a running channel.
We started as a runDisney channel.
And it is it's our baby. We love it. And we made a commitment to the runners on Wish Upon a Run who've been with us for years.
And there's still going to be running content there.
There's going to be running content there,
especially because
as we
of the
promised.
big breaking news today,
yes.
which we're getting to. Huge
we will be
news.
at the Wine and Dine race weekend in November. And then we already committed to being in those races and to putting out treadmill videos for the runners who are on Wish Upon a Run's YouTube page every month. And we made that commitment some time ago, and that will continue. That will not change.
But please follow Adam and Kristen Stream Disney. That is where we'll be going live from now on forward. So this was a really hard week. And I know that we have a lot of our family who lives overseas and in the UK, and so when we found about the Queen's passing, I called Kristen immediately and I said we need to go to the UK tonight. And so we went to the UK in Epcot, and I got my hat. That's why I'm in solidarity here. I'm wearing my Union Jack, and we got the Queen Mini.
Yeah, they were going fast and furious.
Yeah, and you know what was really cool about going there to kind of celebrate the Queen's life was we ran into Keith and Shannon, right? Is it Shannon? And Keith from the UK, who are part of the streaming family. And we ran into them at the Rose and Crown.
Right.
And they came up to us.
We had a nice
and we had a pint with them, and we were discussing, and it was so interesting to hear their standpoint. And I'm so glad that they said hello to us. And so please, if you see us, please come say hi. We love chatting with people in the parks, and we had a great. I wish I had the picture of. No. We took a picture, but yeah, it was awesome. They were going home the next day, and they said, "Oh my goodness, it's going to be just crazy for the next few weeks." So, our thoughts are definitely with our UK family. You all know from following along with our streams that London is definitely one of my favorite international cities, and so I feel for London and I feel for the people of the UK. I know it's such a big, tremendous historic event, and so our thoughts are definitely with the people in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, so oh my gosh, the comments are just flying. They're just flying. And so yes, while we regret, we are no longer with the prior employer that we had. This is our channel. Wish Upon a Run is our channel, and we did some really great things, and we're very unbelievably appreciative. So just to recap, we're going to take the month of September, and we will not be having live streams, and we're going to take the next couple weeks to kind of really reorganize and refocus ourselves, our life, and find out how we can incorporate streaming into our schedule that works, because we've now spent years, and you guys have been our community and our virtual family for years now. And so,
sorry, I was just
thank you. I know the chats are out of control.
And I'm just adding our old mods. So I can't find Caleb in here, but Hope and April, you guys were just added as mods.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're asking about Snack and Ride. I
so
think
one
right
step
now,
at one step at a
yeah,
time.
yeah.
One step at a
No,
time. We love Snack and Ride, but I will say, like, I hyperextended myself
Snack
to the
and
point
Ride
where
takes a lot to film.
I was working every single night, and like Harper loves to go swimming, and I want to be able to take her swimming when I come home from work.
Yeah.
I want to be able to take her to the pool.
Yeah.
And I think that these things are definitely coming back, and trust me, we have something in the works that's going to be pretty huge. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, give us a little bit of time, and we'll be back for you guys, because you guys deserve it. And you deserve that content, and we really, really, really love making it. I loved doing it. And although, like, it took so much of our time, that was okay, because we got to spend all that time together. But we are going to find a balance. We're going to find what that balance is, and then we are going to keep going, and we're going to... You probably won't see live streams 3 or 4 nights a week from us, but we really are hoping to bring back
we've got some
Sundays
things.
at some point if we can.
We got some things.
And we got some things, guys, yeah. I'm going to tease it with we got some things. A giant teaser like D23. Oh my gosh, guys, did you watch D23 today? Did you watch their live stream? If you did not watch it, you need to go back and watch it. I noticed that they don't have live scrubbing turned on.
Right.
So I don't know if you can go back and see it, but they had their parks, what did they call it? They called it like around the
parks panel.
Parks panel with Josh D'Amaro. And we were expecting some pretty huge things, and it fell a little short.
I don't know.
In my eyes,
I'm going to debate you.
All right. Okay.
So let's move forward.
Yes.
Let's say thank you to everybody about the future stuff.
We're going to respond to these comments, and I just want to say a huge, gigantic thank you. This is unbelievable to me, guys. I really...
Adam said there's going to be like 30 people watching.
No, I said 5. I said I wasn't sure if anybody would be here to watch us tonight, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed, and I love you guys so much, and I promise that we're gonna try harder to make. I'm
trying to make TikToks and
to
reels.
make our work, to make our work-life balance work a little bit better, so that we can bring you some really cool stuff. And I want to reach out to our Wish Upon a Runners, because our YouTube channel is live streaming right now at Wish Upon a Run too. Huge news. So I want to get to that first, because that was one of the first things that Josh D'Amaro talked about. Now, Josh D'Amaro, the president of Parks. What is it? It's Resorts, Parks, and Disney Experiences, something like that, right? So he was the one that led that D23 conference today with all that big breaking news. And one of the very first things he said was that Run Disney over at Disneyland in California is coming back. It's been gone for 7 years. There are a lot of runners that are super excited about that. Kristen and I are running the Disney Marathon for Kristen's 40th birthday, which almost coincides with the day this year in January. And so running is super important to us. We're starting our marathon training in jest, hopefully.
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be lovely.
We can't wait to do a coast-to-coast race, which means that we're going to get these awesome special medals now that say castle to castle from Disneyland to Disney World. And so that is unfortunately not coming back. What he said was 2024. So that's kind of a long timeline there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But it is coming back, which is awesome. Right?
Yes. I want my Castle to Castle medal.
Yeah.
So Wish Upon a Runners who are out on the YouTube, who watch us, who've been supporting us for such a long time.
I got to give a special shout out to Running Dad YYC. He is awesome.
For years.
He's been following us forever. Running Dad YYC, I made you a moderator on our channel because you've been here for forever. Don't feel like you need to do anything, but I just wanted to give you that accolade because Running Dad YYC, you've been here for so long. Yeah. So you're awesome. And he's going to be here for Wine and Dine.
Yes.
So I'm hoping to get some really cool pictures with Running Dad YYC. So you better come find us.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's a couple of dates coming up. I'm only going to speak to the 2 in October. And then, like I said, we're taking the next few weeks to kind of think through. I mean, we have things booked. And it's just a matter of taking this time to really, really think about what we're doing and figuring out how we can work that in.
Well, and I think we want to be really like deliberate about our choices so that we're picking the best things for all of you. And that so we still have time with little Harper, who's wearing her cute little Boo shirt and playing so nicely over there.
We'll show her in just a minute. I'll get her. She's playing so nice. So I'll let her.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. So Kathy Thompson Jones says, I've always been quiet, but I was always there. Whatever live or replay, I'm so glad you aren't gone forever. I'll enjoy every minute you guys give us. Enjoy your beautiful family and make great memories. Welcome back. Kathy, that's so awesome. Thank you.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And I saw, I think Kimberly asked, where's Wish Upon a Run? That is on YouTube. So
that's live on YouTube right now over on Wish Upon a Run.
You can go see us. We have content on Wish Upon a Run that is primarily a running channel, but we do put some other things on there as well.
And I think going forward, we're probably going to be putting a lot more content on there about our getting back into marathon shape, because I need to get back into marathon shape.
You've had a lot of snacks and a lot of rides.
I've had a lot of snacks and a lot of rides. There are no more free rides and there are no more snacks. I need to get back.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
I digress. No more digesting, just digressing.
Yeah.
Lots need to run.
So let's talk about, we just talked about D23 announced Run Disney, which we are huge fanatics of.
But we buried the lead. We buried the lead. Yeah.
What I was jumping up and down. Just light the comments up right now, because tell me you were the same way when he said happily ever after.
Happily ever after!
Not lose your mind.
I wish, okay, so I was running. I was running in the living room while she was watching the live stream. We were both watching the live stream in the living room. I have a monitor in front of the treadmill, and so I was watching it as I was running, and she was watching it on the couch, and she started screaming and yelling up and down. Apparently my live stream was like 15 seconds behind hers, because I was like, what are you yelling? I was running, and I'm like, what are you doing? This is crazy woman. I'm like, what is this crazy woman doing?
What's wrong with you?
And she was like screaming and yelling and jumping up and down and like hitting the ceiling. And then it came on that Josh said, we're bringing back Happily Ever After. And I hit the ceiling too. I stayed on the treadmill. I didn't fall off.
I know. I was like, I could not believe it. So Enchantment is growing on me. I enjoy it. I like the addition of Walt. And what I love, though, Happily Ever After is just a very, very emotional, special, they call it Nighttime Spectacular.
They don't call it a fireworks show anymore.
No,
they call it
Nighttime.
A Nighttime Spectacular.
Well, because it has a mix of fireworks and projections.
Right.
And in any capacity, there's lots of speculation. Does that mean the entire show? Does it mean a version of the show? Does it mean just the music? And nonetheless, there are some really powerful times in my life with Josh and Aaron when they saw it for the first time and seeing it through their eyes.
Well, and seeing with you.
And my first time seeing it with Adam was a really, really big day. And I'm it just gives me chills. That is my favorite live stream that we ever did.
Was the last one.
My favorite live stream, when I talk about moments live streaming and sharing an emotional night and a connection with our virtual community and being there and live streaming, the last Happily Ever After it's not even on the same level as Enchantment. Enchantment was okay, people are kind of getting used to it, but the last Happily Ever After was it was another level. And the day it comes back.
She talks about that night all the time. She talks about it she loves it so much. So and it's funny because we were talking earlier, Andrew from the stream I read one of his comments that said, I think it's only coming back as music and a projection show. Yeah. And I tended to agree with him because Josh D'Amaro in the announcement said, we're bringing back the music from Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
And so it was that was kind of vague. So I went immediately. I went immediately to Disney's post about it, the official Disney post, and the official Disney post says that they will be it will be a modification. Did it say modification was the word? No, it was update. It was update. It said it said it would be an update with
nighttime spectacular.
An updated nighttime spectacular. So does that mean that maybe they'll add on a little bit of the intro, maybe like they did for the stuff with Walt and Mickey for Enchantment, or will they do the whole show? So it'll be really interesting to see, and you can imagine that that's going to come back in March, right? Yeah. At the end of the 50th. Hi.
She's so excited too.
She's happy too, and we're excited for her to see it.
Yeah,
because she's never seen it before.
So they haven't set a date, but what we do know is the 50th celebration is ending in March.
Yeah, because it's only 18 months.
I think they said March.
Yeah, it's only 18 months.
They just announced it, and I've forgotten.
Kelly Soto says she hopes we do more Disney dining lives.
Yeah,
those are my favorites.
I like them too. I think they're really fun, and
Nancy Brown says, I need you in my life, Adam and Kristen Harper, forever.
Well, we need you guys. Yeah. We need you guys.
Oh, Paul Hackbarth. I hope everything's going good, man.
I know.
See, Harper's excited. Happily Ever After is officially coming back. She's super excited.
Okay, they want to see Harper. Let me get her
Go grab her.
Okay, just for a minute, and then she can have her.
She's playing so nicely is the problem, you know?
I know. So
hi. Look at her boo shirt.
I got her the Halloween shirt from say hi.
Say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
She had such a good day yesterday. We went to the Magic Kingdom and we rode Winnie the Pooh.
Right. Yeah.
we rode Winnie the Pooh. And then you took a nap while Mommy and Daddy rode all the mountains.
We did all the mountains yesterday.
I know. We went back and forth between watching Harper and doing the mountains. And I wanted to do Mickey's Philharmagic, but we'll go back.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, we ran out of time, but
we'll go do that.
Paul's back at Animal Kingdom.
Wait, what, Paul?
What?
Paul, you gotta let us know what's going on.
I just looked up and I thought, what?
Wait, what?
Paul, you comment about that. Speaking of D23, there was a big announcement about Animal Kingdom.
There were several big announcements about Animal Kingdom. Yeah. If you look at Imagineers in general and the lovers of Disney who are on stage at D23, Animal Kingdom was like the favorite, right?
Yeah.
Can you do All right, so oh my gosh, so
we got off track here.
Yeah, we did. So one of the other big things that we're not burying the lead on here, that's like a journalism term that I use. Epcot's Harmonious is going to be replaced, everybody.
Okay.
You know what I got to say?
Okay.
Not a big surprise for me.
You know, people were really on the fence.
Was it a great show? Yes. Was it the show that made you cry?
The greatest?
Was it the show that gave you tears in your eyes like Illuminations every night? No. Was it a really amazing, spectacular in every single way show? Yes, 100%. Did it have that Disney feels moment where you just wanted to melt? Not really.
Yeah.
So apparently they knew that. And so they are going to be replacing Harmonious in 2023 with a show for their 100 years. Which I think is fantastic.
I think I love it. Yeah. I love that idea.
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And real quick, Paul is back at Animal Kingdom.
Paul?
He just wasn't feeling it at Figment.
Figment. Okay. Well, speaking of Figment.
Thank you. That's our next point.
Gave us a great segue there, Paul.
Thanks
there. Because what they did announce at D23, guys. Okay. Now I got to get up.
What? What's wrong?
Well, I gotta go get Figment.
Why?
Because.
What are you? Where are you going?
I'm going right here.
Okay. Oh, I think he's going to get the lovely. There we go.
Guys, Figment's coming back.
Oh, thank you so much.
To Epcot. Figment is coming back to Epcot. This is obviously that hard to get popcorn bucket, which one of our
I swear
favorites.
that's probably what sparked everything.
It was.
One little
spark of inspiration. So they officially announced that you're going to be able to do meet and greets with Figment.
Yeah.
So meet and greets with Figment are coming back.
I think that's great. I know that he's a character that everybody really loves.
Look how much Harper loves Figment.
I know. Oh, yeah. I know she has 2 teeth. Harper has 2 teeth now. That's it.
So Figment will be coming back, which I think is great.
Here, we'll put this down.
But she wants to hold on to it. Which I think is great, but let's be honest, they had the Figment costume sitting around, so it wasn't really tough for them to do that.
Probably,
but was it a really cool idea to bring Figment back? Yes. From a nostalgia standpoint, Figment is one of their oldest IPs. It's one of their most original IPs to Epcot. The fact that Figment and Dreamfinder are not there every day kind of was like a what? So I would love to see Figment back in that area where we saw Mickey the other day, which was over by the Pixar film stuff over in the Imagination Pavilion. Ah, that would be amazing, right? Yeah. So cool. So Figment's coming back!
Woohoo!
Figment.
I can't wait to go meet him.
I know. I don't even know.
So should we jump back to, we talked about Happily Ever After, we talked about Harmonious.
Yeah.
Should we jump back to Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
And talk about the addition of another character that they announced that's beloved at Disneyland.
Okay.
The Hatbox Ghost.
Oh, the Hatbox Ghost. You had to explain what this is to me. So explain the Hatbox Ghost, because I don't know what this is.
So the Hatbox Ghost is a character that everybody really loves and connected with in the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland in California, in Anaheim. And so it is really exciting that they're bringing that character to Walt Disney World, to Magic Kingdom, to the Haunted Mansion. And so he can be a part of the Haunted Mansion here at Magic Kingdom in Orlando.
I'm trying to find a picture.
Okay.
So that we can try and like...
And while you look that up, then I will then talk about something that I already knew. I'm kind of surprised that this was mentioned, but at Magic Kingdom, they announced that Tron will not open.
This is the Hatbox
Oh, you got
Ghost,
the
right?
Hatbox Ghost up?
Is that the Hatbox Ghost?
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the cartoony character. Yeah. Oh, hey!
Hi, do you want this?
Oh, my.
If the stream stops abruptly, it's because she hit the stop button.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Guys, she's just
stealing
all the time.
Here, let me put her by her toys.
Okay, yeah, put her by her toys. She's all good.
And her stuff here, so she can watch.
Yeah, Diana, I'd never heard of the Hatbox Ghost either before, and when it came up, Kristen was like super excited, and I said, "What's the Hatbox Ghost?" Which is funny because we rode Haunted Mansion in Disneyland just a few months ago, so I should have paid attention to that, and so I feel just a little bit kind of embarrassed that. Kathy says that she wants everything Papa has. It's true. She loves my phone. She makes it hard for me to get any kind of work done, that's for sure. Yeah, so that's going to be a really cool addition, but again, just kind of a little thing.
So
Hatbox
Tron.
Ghost. Yeah, you were kind of getting into Tron, which, okay, so there are two things that when D23 happened today, Kristen and I had our reservation systems for the parks ready.
I had it like ready
in hand because we were positive, number one, that they were going to announce when Fantasmic was returning to the Hollywood Studios, and number two, that Tron was opening much earlier than we expected because we have seen now people riding the ride.
And clearly somebody did.
Clearly Josh D'Amaro wrote it because there's video of him.
It's not
They
me.
played video of Josh D'Amaro riding Tron. But what they did announce is that Tron is not going to be opening up again until spring 2023, which puts it about another 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
And what I told Adam is I don't think you should get your hopes up about the train because I feel they really need to get that area finished. Mm-hmm. And just in my opinion, seeing the tracks, seeing where they are working right now on things, I think it is very likely that they will open the train and Tron at the same time.
Gosh, I hope the train opens early. I really do.
Right.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard to say, I guess. And so that kind of led me into what I was talking about, which no Fantasmic reference at all. Guys, they did not reference Fantasmic opening at all, except for they had... Oh, no.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah.
Oh, here. I'll help her. Here, I unplugged me.
Okay, all right. I'll grab you.
Okay. Here.
So, guys, there was no reference of Fantasmic opening absolutely at all, except for they had this little card on the screen that listed all the new things that were coming, and there was this little tiny little logo that said Fantasmic. So we were really hoping that they were going to say something about Fantasmic, because clearly they have told us that Fantasmic is opening before the end of the year. And as I check my calendar right now, Kristen, how many months in the year are left?
3.
3 months. So there's 3 months left for them to open it up. And I know that they are doing like cast rehearsals, that kind of thing. So I was a little bit remiss to not hear that Fantasmic would be reopening. But I guess we'll see, because 100% we are going to be there when Fantasmic opens. Kristen pulled me aside yesterday and she said, hey, there's a couple of things that you need to know that we're going to be streaming live. She said Harper's birthday.
Yep.
She said Fantasmic. What else did you say?
The Halloween party.
Oh, the Halloween party.
And then we're undecided about Christmas and New Year.
And we're undecided about Christmas and New Year. So based on what our work life situation allows for, those are the things that really are important to have you guys there and included for. So that's the things we're looking at as Kristen took Harper to her room there for a second. Sometime we need to take you inside there and show you the purple wall she has. On the other side of this wall is Harper's room, and I painted for her a replica of the purple wall at the Magic Kingdom, which is pretty awesome. It took me forever, but it is pretty cool. So once again, no Fantasmic reference. We were hoping that they would announce what day that's coming back, but nothing on that yet. Tron, not till 2023. But it's funny, because what they did do at D23 is they brought in some of their Imagineers to talk about Blue Sky. So if you don't know what Blue Sky is what Walt Disney World Imagineering uses as their term for, let's just discuss everything. Let's leave nothing out. Let's leave no idea listened to or recognized. No idea is a bad idea. So they brought some Imagineers in to talk about Blue Sky. And it was a little vague, but has some really interesting, promising things. So what they said is they showed a picture of Big Thunder Mountain. Now, I rode Big Thunder Mountain yesterday, and as I was doing Child Swap and I was waiting for Kristen to finish, I was sitting there at that overlook, kind of by the exit where you can look over all Big Thunder Mountain, and I realized there's a lot of space out there. Well, that's funny, because just today, Imagineering said, what if there was a world on the other side of Big Thunder Mountain? She good?
Yep.
They said, what if there was a world on the other side of Big Thunder Mountain? And what if that world encompassed the world of Coco and the world of Encanto? And that's all they said. They showed I don't even think did they have concept art? They didn't.
They did.
Did they have some concept art? They might have had some concept art, but they alluded very vaguely to the big part here is a villain's land. They alluded to, and that's what I think that's what people are most excited about, is that they did allude to a villain's land and a possible fifth gate, which would be a whole new theme park. Kristen, what we have noticed is that when we drive to Magic Kingdom, we drive kind of in one of the back roads behind Magic Kingdom, which is a regular open road, but they have been doing a lot of surveying back there.
They have.
And they have been doing a lot of construction to, looks like, open up a lot of the areas. So now, I pulled up a map. I pulled up a map on Google Maps to look at what kind of area is available behind Big Thunder Mountain, and there's a pretty sizable chunk of land back there that doesn't have anything on it according to satellite. So there is some real room back there to do a Villains Land, an Encanto Land.
There's a lot of opportunity. When we've done the runDisney events,
there's land back there.
Or even when you walk from the front gate of Magic Kingdom along the brand new walkway that goes to the Grand Floridian, we've often talked about it, sometimes with you guys, and just considering that, just walking in front and there's empty land.
Dan got his Oogie Boogie hat today.
I'm jealous.
You know what I want to mention is our, speaking of Dan's, our good friend Dan Walker from Dan Walker Stevens, from security at Magic Kingdom. He kind of shouted out to us a couple of times, and he's such a cool guy. So if you're watching, Dan, we got you, man. We heard you.
Disney security, we love you guys.
You guys are awesome. Yeah, he said he was looking out for you and Harper on Disney Plus Day because he knew you guys were going to be there. So he was watching for you guys. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, there is a lot of land that you can see when you walk that walkway. But also we know from our runDisney events and from driving back behind Magic Kingdom that there's a good chunk of space.
But like they said,
and Adam always said,
sky.
He swore to me, nope, they're going to use that land to put a new resort. And I said, no, they are not.
They are not. Put a
and
new
we
resort
argued
back
and
there.
we argued, and I said,
know.
No.
I guess
they're not going to do that.
And to make it make more sense, if you take the riverboat, if you take the Liberty Bell, it's that area once you pass Big Thunder Mountain. There's that area that's kind of wide open. The train is there, but on the other side of the train tracks, there's more space. So that's kind of the area that we're talking about. But they called it Blue Sky, and so they didn't really have any definitive. That was just them. What I said was them spitballing. This would be cool because I honestly, guys, don't think that they had anything else to say. And it was, I mean...
There's a lot of concept art.
Kristen, I'm going to be super honest. Like, there was a lot of concept art.
Diz Deb has something that kind of goes along with what you're about to say.
Okay.
I just saw it up here.
Personally, if they hadn't pulled the plug on so many previously announced projects, I would get more excited about the Dinoland redo, and that's what we're talking about next. Yeah. Is that we were talking about this whole new land, and Kristen read a social media post, and she said, they'll probably scale it back to a walkway. Unfortunately.
That is true.
And so that's what they started. They went to Animal Kingdom, and they said, hey, guys, we're going to take Dinoland, and we're going to retheme it to Moana and to Zootopia, which I thought Zootopia fits in really well.
I like it.
You got Moana, you just added a whole area at Epcot, right?
It's going to be a big area at Epcot. Moana Journey of Water.
Yeah.
And so while I see the vision, I can see how Moana and the theming of nature and just the message behind Moana does go with Animal Kingdom. I feel they just promoted so much stuff to be put in Epcot.
Kathy has a really good point that I told you, that the water pageant parade, that's where they line up back there. So that's that kind of area back there.
Over by the water pageant.
And it's a lot of land and unfriendly wildlife too. Yeah. We
that
can agree
is
to
very
that,
true.
Because
we do know that.
That little lake, that little pond that runs there, runs all the way to our area and where we live, and it's filled with alligators. And people don't realize that, but it is.
I mean it is. So. So I would say, what becomes of it, I don't know. But I would say, I like the ideas. I think I'll be more excited when I hear more solidity in confirming what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's exciting. I want the villains. I want the villains.
Kristen, everybody wants a villains land. People have been asking for a villains land for longer than you can. Like, there was supposed to be a villains land put into Animal Kingdom, but at that point, they were in their vision. They said it didn't fit.
Right.
They were gonna have a dragon land.
Yes, it was called Beastly Kingdom.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
And that's why you see the dragons. And sometimes when in my live streams, I pointed out on some of the benches or some of the fixtures in Animal Kingdom that have not changed, you'll see a dragon. And if you think about it, you're like, where did that come from?
Andrew makes a good point. He says they're pulling out all the stops right now to try and compete with Epic Universe. Because Universal's opening up a giant theme park from the ground up right down the road.
That's one of the things Adam and I talked about. We would love to take the drone. Take Adam's drone.
And fly over. And we may do that, yeah.
I think we might.
We may do that. Belinda has a really good point. She says, I was disappointed in the lack of news for Disney World. Disneyland had about 30 minutes worth of content and stuff.
Yeah.
Belinda, we said the exact same thing. We're like, I was looking at my watch and I'm like, they've spent 45 minutes on Disneyland. All the cool characters, Mando and the child, little baby Grogu, are like all going to Disneyland.
Poor Disneyland. Poor Disneyland. All they want is their people mover. That's all they want.
Okay, I give them that.
The poor Disneyland fans are screaming.
I'll give them that.
Fix our people mover.
I will give them that. Okay.
And nothing.
I'll give them that. They need their people mover back.
Yeah. They've had a lot of ups and downs in that part.
I will give them that.
The Disneyland fans have had a lot.
They get everything out. They get Tiana's Palace restaurant, and we both agreed to not bring up the Splash Mountain deal because that's just too much of a contention point.
Right.
But they showed some concept art from it, and I was
like, nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it right there.
Yeah.
But overall, I wished I would have heard about Fantasmic. I know that it was already announced, but that would have been a big drop to say it comes back on this date.
Andrew and I should be best friends. He says, I remember the rumors about the live version of the game Myst at Discovery Island. Oh, Myst used to be my favorite game when I was younger. If they brought a Myst land, oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
Wow.
They're making a documentary about Myst, but these are like, this ages me pretty much, I guess. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And so one other thing that they were talking about was the 100th celebration,
which is going to be huge. Yeah.
So I told Adam, I was like, I think I need a trip to Disneyland.
Diana Gary
year.
Murphy wants to know if she can send us messages. Yes, right here on Adam and Kristen Stream Disney.
Yeah.
Right where you're watching, you can send us messages. It goes right to us.
And I know we had quite a few people asking about our P.O. box.
It's still there, and I think I put it in the description here.
Did you put it in our description somewhere? Maybe
thought
here.
I did. Is it in there? Yep, it's there.
So if you look in the description of this live.
Sorry, we talked so long our battery ran out on one of our lights. That was that. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I hope our live view's doing good.
It's fine. So, our P.O. box is there. Yes, we have a P.O. box.
The P.O. box is still there.
It will still remain.
Yep.
And
it's the same.
You can still reach us through Adam and Kristen Stream Disney. You can send us private messages there.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't always answer back immediately, so I've got an automated message on there that says just give us a day or two. And that's always been that way.
But please do us this huge favor. Please hit the follow button on this channel you're watching right now. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. But please hit the follow button because otherwise you won't be notified that we're going live. So please hit that. And I have to be honest with you, Kristen, I think pretty much everybody already did.
Yeah.
Because there are so many of our family is here that I never thought would be here. And so I'm awestruck.
It's only been a week.
I'm awestruck and humbled.
Yeah. It's only been a week since we had to make a hard decision.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, almost 2 years of live streaming where we were, and then doing Wish Upon a Run before that where we did live streams. It was hard. It was hard.
Kristen said it was like, we both talked about it and said it was kind of like a breakup. And that it was, was like, well, we have a new normal now, I guess.
Like it's not normal though, because you know what? There are good things on the horizon. We know our plan. Well, not really all of it, but we're taking time
to formulate that so that we can find a really good balance to be able to make sure that
we feel like
Kristen's been mowing the lawn. That's what I want to say, guys. It's embarrassing to me because I have been so busy and I'm not home. This poor girl has to mow the lawn, and that is not acceptable for me. Like, I am so glad and humbled that she does this, but
it's a good workout.
I need to be home for long enough to be able to help her out.
I mean, but the bottom line is we are just like every one of you. We have a home. We have 3 kids.
I spent the afternoon
do our own laundry,
power washing the sidewalk.
We do our own, we mow our own grass. Like we go to the grocery store, and just a hard decision was made because
Heather Price is here
got
too.
really overwhelmed.
Heather Price, you're I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, that's awesome.
And, but there is nothing more genuine.
Audrey is here too. Hi, Audrey.
There is nothing more genuine.
She says we look more relaxed right now.
Well, we're at home too.
Yeah, that's true.
There is nothing more genuine we can say that we truly believe in the community that we've built, not over many years, and the people that we are and the things that we say are exactly the people that we are off camera. And I think that's hard for us to not be able to bring what we love so much and the adventures that we love taking, because
we love to do it.
We enjoy, and that's where we that's where
we ran into problems, because we're like, do you want to do this? Yes.
I mean,
and she'd be like, do you want to do that? I'm like, yes.
Let's do 6 hours.
And he'd be like, do you want to do that? And I'm like, yes.
Let's go live stream for 7 hours.
I'm like, yes. That sounds awesome. And then
and it was awesome doing it.
But then at the end of the day, like, you know, like my car hasn't had the oil change in 7 months, you know? Like,
yeah, we'd be like, that is awesome.
Right.
Let's do more of this at Disney.
Right.
And then we're like, oh shoot, we didn't get the oil changed. Oh shoot.
Right.
We need
like,
we need to go grocery shopping.
Did you put a new filter in the air conditioner?
Yeah. And so you're like
and so all that adds up. You know, it all adds up to when and for me, I am such, and Kristen can speak to this, I am such an organized person that I have to have everything organized in my life or I start to fall apart.
Yeah.
And that's everything from my sock drawer down to my, I don't know, like my office at work.
Your
car.
office, yeah.
Yeah, everything needs to be organized or I start to kind of like lose focus. And so my life had just become super disorganized and hard to focus on, you know, what's priority number one, and you and Harper and the kids, everything, they're all priority number one for me. And so to be able to be here, and I mean, and not to say that you guys aren't a priority to me, and that's obviously you are, because that's why we're here.
Yeah. So we wanted you to hear it from us.
Yeah.
And that was important because we couldn't just put together a 2-minute video. We truly felt like, you know, we could put together a video, but that's not what we do. Like, we live stream, and we are not afraid to get on the camera and tell you the real deal and interact, react with you on everything.
Oh, so, Justine is here, and she says, I can totally vouch for that. Adam and Kristen are exactly as kind and generous off camera as they are. Love you, Strands. Oh, Justine and Johnny, you guys are awesome. Yeah.
But it's a hard week because we care.
It is a hard week because we do care a lot.
Everything that we did on the other channel, I can tell you, was with 200% of our heart. And
they're a great channel. And you know what I have to say, Kristen? I have to say this. Please, if you love that channel, keep watching it, but you need to leave us out of it.
Right.
Because they'll
be fine and we'll be fine.
They're going to be fine, so please don't mention us on the streams. Please let whoever is there, you know, go forward on their own, and you don't, please don't mention us, and you don't need to mention our channel or any of that. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Yeah, please don't do that. And just we're so glad you're here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to do great streams, and they're going to do great things. And I think that's awesome.
And it's okay, because we can do great things too.
And they're a great channel, and their sponsors are great, and they really do good things and have really good intentions. Yes.
You know, it might not be every Sunday night, Shannon, but don't cry.
Don't cry. We're here.
Because good things are coming. Big things.
Both of our backlights batteries ran out. We did not plan on going live
Big things. It's only been an hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big things are coming.
Yeah.
I assure you of that.
Yes.
This is not the end. It is the beginning of something big. So I think that's how we should end it. It's just telling you guys.
Big things are coming.
We love all of you. We could not be where we are without all of you guys. And all this week we have talked about you guys.
Been doing nothing but talking about all of you. Yeah.
And we're going to, like we said, just take this time, but keep watching. Keep watching Wish Upon a Run. Keep watching this Adam and Kristen Stream Disney on Facebook.
I promise you guys on Wish Upon a Run, we're going to be doing some live videos. We're going to be doing some stuff for Wish Upon a Run. And that's going to be all focused on running. There's
some running stuff, and so we are going to put everything back together. But you got to stay tuned here because you're not going to hear what we have to say unless you follow the channel. And thank you so much, everybody.
Each and every one of you are so important to us. Yeah.
Right. So thank you. There's still 180 and plus 50 people watching, over 200 people watching, and that's unbelievable.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Because we're coming back. We will. And you're still going to see posts from us. You'll see reels, and we'll see short little clips and content. But the live streams will resume at a later time. We know for a fact we'll be doing something with you guys for Harper's birthday in mid-October. And you know what? Maybe we'll be back sooner than then.
We might be back sooner.
We might be back sooner. We might be back later. But
that's why you definitely need to like, follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and turn notifications on, because we may be back at a moment's notice because we like you guys so much and we have so much fun doing this. But like I said, we really got to keep that balance good. And I think for the next month, for the end of this month, like, to be able to spend time with family and to be able to kind of regroup and to, realign priorities is something that's really important to me.
Yeah. So today is a happy day. Today is a good day.
Yes.
And we are a big Disney community.
Oh, Grace and Glenn are here too. Those guys are great. That's awesome.
A super big theme park community. Still Universal is big in our hearts. Disney just had a big day today with all of their announcements. And whenever Fantasmic is there, I can assure you we will be there too.
Yes, we will.
100%. So with that, we see all your comments. We're going to have to reply to some of them later.
Yes.
Adam, is there anything that you want to say before we
I just want to say that I'm going to read each and every one of these comments because it's been so hard to do right now. But we're going to read them all. And if you want to reach out to us, please send us a message on Adam and Kristen Stream Disney here on Facebook. And if you're watching us on YouTube, head on over to Facebook to Adam and Kristen Stream Disney and send us a message, say hello. Like I said, our P.O. Box is still there, and we're working on some pretty cool things for the future. And by pretty cool, I mean pretty outstanding, something that's never been done before. It's kind of something that we're working on and taking some time. So look for that. And more than anything, everybody, just remember that the Disney magic lives inside of each and every one of you, and it lives inside of me and everybody here who loves watching this channel. And it's representative by all of you, and it just makes my heart happy.
It will be a happily ever after.
It will be a happily ever after, and happily ever after will be coming back, and I can guarantee you we'll be there for that. Kristen, you missed one. If Fantasmic announces it's opening tomorrow, we'll be live there. Just so you know.
Oh, there's not a doubt.
If they say that Fantasmic's going to be live tonight, we'll be live there. So, without a doubt, when Fantasmic comes back, guys, we're going to be there, right?
Oh, front row. I'm telling you, I will do.
All the hearts for me.
My gosh, everybody putting in all the hearts. You guys, oh my gosh.
Thank you to April and Hope and Caleb, who are our moderators now over on our YouTube channel. And feel free to, come and go as you please. And, thank you guys for doing what you do. Yeah. All these names, I know.
I'm going to go off this camera and bawl.
I know all these names. I see all of them. I see each and every one of them. Thank you, everyone, so much. Thank you.
So we will see you guys.
We need to get little Harper to bed, and it's a Sunday, and we both have work in the morning.
That's right.
So I don't think we're going to say goodbye, Kristen.
There's no goodbyes.
We're going to say see you really soon, right?
It's going to be sooner than you think.
Yeah, definitely soon.
If we can dream the future. Picturing a world we've yet to see. The wonder of finding new ways that lead to the promise of brighter days. Have you ever dreamed the dreams of the children? Just imagine the magic their minds can see.